Hey entrepreneurs, in this video I'm going to show you how to turn your social media DMs into a powerful tool for gaining clients in literally just 5 steps, okay? Whether you're a coach, an educator, or some kind of a service provider, mastering your DM strategy is crucial for business in this new space online, okay? Every message counts. Adding a personal touch is everything for building relationships in business. According to a new study, a whopping 71% of consumers expect companies to tailor their interactions, and 76% feel frustrated when that is missing in the process. DMs aren't just casual chats anymore. They're the new front line for customer service and engagement. So how do we use this to our advantage? By using a messaging workflow that feels personal and directly addresses the needs of the potential client. And don't worry, that's exactly what I have for you today. Our approach consists of several key stages. We start with an engaging intro, then we build rapport with the customer, we discuss their exact pain points, we establish a little bit of authority, and then finally we give a call to action with some urgency. And I know I just hit you with a lot, so let's break down each one of those individually, and I'll show you how you can actually implement this effectively into your strategy. So first is the intro, okay? Think of your initial message like striking up a conversation with an attractive person that you see at the bar or someone you admire, okay? Start the conversation and establish some common ground to get things moving. Find something personal on their page to comment on. Something like, I saw that you play guitar. I saw that one that you just bought. I just bought that one too. Your main goal here is to just get a response. That is it. And remember, the key is people love to talk about themselves. Let's be honest here. So use that to your advantage to get them to lower their guard and to chat with you, who is essentially a stranger on the internet, okay? Keep that in mind. After that awkward initial intro, you want to build some rapport, okay? Something like, you popped up in my feed and I loved your recent post about X. Do you do this professionally? Always end with a question to keep the conversation flowing, okay? I learned this being on dating apps. You can't just like say a statement and then nothing happens. You have to lead them with a question. It's important. Keep looking for more common ground and begin to transition to business, okay? Build that rapport. Find something on their page. Reply to one of their stories. Share a screenshot of their latest track that you went and looked at because it was the link in their bio. Talk about them and get them to open up. What this does is build immense trust, which is what you need to make a sale. Then you want to transition to pain. You want to get out of building rapport and gently guide that conversation towards challenges that they're experiencing, specifically around the area that your product or services helps with. So you could ask them, I'm curious, first name. You want to always include their name whenever possible. What's been your biggest struggle with achieving X? It's crucial to be empathetic and listen intently. They want to feel heard and understood. That's part of human nature. Demonstrate that you understand where they are coming from. Don't just immediately hit them with a solution. During my time at Apple, I worked there for about 10 years. They taught us something called the triple A's of customer service: acknowledge, align, and assure. And I use this daily with business practices and honestly personal conversation. And it is this: acknowledge. Acknowledge their feelings and words. Getting them to understand that you understand is the first step. Align yourself with them using empathy, like you've been in their shoes, or just connect with them in some way. And assure them that you are the right person to be talking to. They are in the right place. They are making the right choice right now, okay? The largest companies in the world use this tactic and this framework, so you should use it too. The next step in the actual messaging workflow is authority. As you discuss their pain points and you listen and you use the triple A's, start weaving in your expertise. You could say, I hear you. A lot of my clients actually face this exact problem, and I usually advise them to, boom. Make sure you stay humble, okay? You definitely don't want to come across as pushy or somebody that you're immediately going to sell them on something. You'll scare them off. Treat them like a friend who needs help. What would you tell them? How would you actually phrase it? What tone would you use if you're using an audio message? Weave in a personal story specifically to you, like I just did right now. I weaved in and said, hey, during my time at Apple, we used this. That is a version of that. That's building authority. Oh, he understands different concepts. He's worked with big companies. You can do the same thing too. This is how you build authority. And then finally, we want to add a little bit of urgency and what the next steps should be after you build that authority. After you get that rapport, you got common ground, you understand their pain, what they're going through. You want to create a soft call to action. What should they do next? What is the next steps in your ecosystem? You can tell them, hey, I have some ideas for you that I think could help. Would you be open to a quick call in the next few days to discuss it further? Always make sure to ask permission before simply jumping to offer solutions or sending them your link. Approaching them in this way is respectful yet direct, and it opens the door for deeper engagement. All right, let's look at a quick example real fast. So I want to show you the actual workflow working in real time. So it starts off, hey, first name, love the advice you give on your page. How long have you been doing this? Something to break the ice, right? Something to talk about them. People want to talk about themselves. You don't want to slide in and talk about you, right? You want to talk about them. Remember, it's like the pretty girl or a handsome guy at the bar. You're going to talk about their clothes. You're going to talk about the college sweatshirt that they're wearing, or their necklace, or tattoos. People love to talk about them. So bring that up, their contents, etc. That's the introduction. Hey, thanks, going well. I've been at this for about 10 years. Oh, wow, must have been a lot of students in that time. Like, what are you focused on right now? Again, talking about more of them, making it about them. You don't need to say a word about you yet, okay? Oh, definitely have, working on a course, blah, blah, blah. What brought you to my page exactly? This is when they're like, get skeptical. Like, who are you? Why are you here? This is where you build rapport. I think you came up on my Explore page. I work directly with music coaches. I follow a lot of similar pages to yours. Love connecting with new people in the industry though. Like, can you tell me what your main roadblock is? Going into pain. Honestly, I would even build out a little bit more rapport here and ask another leading question that doesn't drive pain quite yet, but in the sake of showing you a quick conversation, we're going to go to it quickly, okay? Build a little bit more rapport here is my advice. But we went straight into pain. What's your big roadblock? Oh gosh, probably focus. So many things I should be doing, but I get distracted. This is from a real conversation that I've had with people. A real one. So just, excuse me, wanted to show you exactly how this is flowing. Oh, you are not alone. Again, you are showing that you know and understand. You are not alone here. You're in the right place. Acknowledge, align, acknowledge, assure. Okay, you need to do all of those things here, and you can do that in just a sentence, right? You are not alone is a powerful statement. All of our clients deal with this too. Our motto is, let's help you do less better. Ha ha ha, right? And what's the big goal? Again, authority, and also bringing in a big goal question, like what's the big thing you want to accomplish? That's probably the most powerful question that you can ask, especially if you're a music educator or a coach or somebody who helps somebody get a certain result. If they don't have a big goal, how do you know that you can help them? Okay. So looks like a little typo here. I asked the same question here. That's probably what wasn't exactly supposed to happen. Like to hit 6K in revenue. Okay, great. Now this is when you can start to establish urgency, move to a call, right? Of course, let me hit you. Then you send a link to book, okay? This is a condensed, just hyper-condensed version, but now you can see how all of these pieces actually work in tandem to flow in your conversation. You want to even pull out even more stuff from their page, exact, like specific personalizations, instead of just sticking to a script. It's much more than just a script nowadays. You need to still be a person. So hopefully this gives you a better idea of how you can put these into action, okay? And if you want this sheet here, along with some other tools, just comment on this video and I'll send them over to you for totally free, okay? So you can start putting this into action as well. This seamless flow feels natural and is highly effective. All of our clients use it. I use it in the DMs, and it gets calls booked and clients booked too. The key to effective DMs is making each interaction feel as personal and engaging as possible. Yeah, using a script is great, and I have some that you can steal, but you need to also think on your toes. Personalizing it when you can, because remember, you're not a robot. If you use these steps, you'll begin to transform your social media interactions into meaningful conversations that actually convert followers and passive looky-loos into buyers and clients. And as always, if this video brought you any value, please consider subscribing for more artistpreneur tips right here.